Yo, what's good, family? Welcome back to the Urban Concrete. You already know who it is. I'm your host, Concrete, and we are here to lay down the foundation of truth on these streets. Today, we ain't just talking, we're dissecting. We're looking at the facade, the frame, and the fractures in the game. Look, for the past week, the digital blocks have been smoking. We're talking about the Anton Daniels saga. Now, most of y'all know Anton as the black conservative voice. The man who stays talking about Jesus is the motto, and striving to be better. But lately, the math ain't mathing. Between the beef with Corey Holcomb and some spicy receipts involving a lady named Mika, the streets are asking, is this a man of God, or is this the ultimate grift? We're going to explore the story, analyze the arguments, and look at the linguistic roots of why this man is moving the way he's moving. We're going deep fact-based, professional, but keeping it 100% urban. This is a thriller of the spirit and the brand. Let's get into it. So, let's set the scene. Anton Daniels is on a podcast with the legend Corey Holcomb. Things go south, and Anton decides to bounce. He walks out, but it wasn't just a regular exit. Corey Holcomb starts dropping heat, insinuating that Anton didn't come alone. He was there with a woman who wasn't his wife, a woman Anton allegedly wanted on the show. Now, the internet detectives went to work. The lady in question, Mika, also known as Pop Culture Mika on the gram. She's an Afro-Latina podcaster hosting the Red Cup. On the surface, she's under that same black conservative umbrella, rocking with the MAGA crowd. She's out here trying to break into the industry, and it looks like she's been under the mentorship or guidance of Anton Daniels. But check the play. YouTuber Lakesha Kesha dropped a video titled, Anton Daniels Exposed, alleging that he's out here sleeping with Mika, and that his wife is actually afraid of him. Now, those are heavy charges. But when you look at the receipts, people started seeing things that didn't look like mentorship at all. Let's analyze the visuals because the camera don't lie. Photos surfaced of Anton and Mika at a Lakers game. No wife in sight. Then there's this one photo that's got everybody talking. If you look at the bird's eye view, maybe it's nothing. But you blow that thing out, Anton's hand is positioned right above her waist reel close to the assets. O'Shea, Duke Jackson, called it out, saying it's a romantic style photo. She's got both her arms on his shoulder. He's got his arms around her waist. Now, I'm a man of the world, and you know as well as I do that ain't how you take a picture with your student or your business partner when you got a wife at home. The argument being made by critics like Lakesha and O'Shea is about boundaries. If you're a married man, why are you on these excursions with a whole other attractive woman? This ain't about being jealous. It's about protocol. The question is, would Anton allow his wife to go to a Lakers game with a dude as smooth as him? Probably not. Now, let's look at how Anton responded. This is where the cultural history and the linguistic roots get interesting. Instead of coming out with a professional, this is a misunderstanding, Anton went straight back to the trenches with his language. He started calling anyone associated with Corey Holcomb a snitch, and, let's analyze that. In urban linguistics, snitching is a term used in the streets for someone who tells the truth about a crime or a secret. By calling them snitches, he's basically admitting there's a secret worth telling. Then he says, and I quote, I always got a bad chick with me 100% of the time, and I got 5 hoes over there. I do what I want to do. This is a man who builds his whole brand on being a hero for the black community because we don't have any real heroes. He critiques Pookies and Rays every day. But the moment the lights get bright on his personal life, he starts talking exactly like the people he looks down on. He's using street defense mechanisms to protect a conservative image. It's a paradox, family. Here's the core argument we're gonna face. Is Anton Daniels grifting? He tells his non-black audience and his conservative followers that he's striving to be better, that he loves Jesus, and that Jesus is motto. But let's look at the word. If Jesus is the motto, we gotta check the manual. Exodus 20:14, you shall not commit adultery. Matthew 5:27-28, Jesus said if you even look at a woman with lust, You already committed adultery in your heart. The argument here is that Anton is grifting the right or the black conservative economy. He's moving like an athlete or a rapper flying city to city with bad chicks while selling a lifestyle of Christian discipline. O'Shea made a powerful point. Anton is no different than the people he criticizes. He's just more business savvy and a harder worker. He's coupling Jesus with it to hide what's really going on. The reason this argument sticks is because of the hypocrisy. You can't build a reputation on moral superiority and then claim you got 5 hoes and can do whatever you want. That ain't being a Christian. That's just being a pookie with a better work ethic. At the end of the day, family, the urban concrete is about integrity. You can be a hard worker, you can be business savvy, and you can get that bag. But when you bring the name of the Most High into your branding to sell a persona, you better be standing 10 toes down on those values. Anton says his wife accepts it, so it's all good. But the argument stands, God don't accept it. You can mix the word of God with a lifestyle of debauchery and think nobody's gonna not notice the lie. This saga is a thriller because it shows how easily a brand can crumble when the private life doesn't match the public preach. Stay sharp, stay focused, and keep your foundation solid. I'm your host, Concrete. This has been the Urban Concrete. Smash that subscribe button, hit the bell, and let me know in the comments, is it a grift or just man being man? We out.